Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will see about fossil fuels. For more than a century, burning fossil fuels has generated most of the energy which is required to propel our cars, to power businesses, and to keep the lights on in our homes. Even today, oil, coal, and gas provide for about 80% of our energy needs, and we are paying the price. Using fossil fuels for energy has exacted an enormous toll on humanity and the environment, from air to from air pollution and water pollution to global warming. That's beyond all the negative impacts from petroleum based products such as plastics and chemicals. We are using fossil fuels. Till now, we have mostly benefited from fossil fuels, but we have paid for it. And the price which we have paid is countless because it has affected humanity and environment. Most of the degradation of environment and human being, which includes all types of pollutions, air pollution, water pollution, and global warming. In addition to that, there are many disadvantages because of fossil fuels. But still, most of our needs are fulfilled by fossil fuels. So, we'll see first what are the fossil fuels. Coal, crude oil, and natural gas are all considered fossil fuels because they were formed from the fossilized buried remains of plants and animals that lived millions of years ago. Because of their origins, fossil fuels have high carbon content. Decomposing plants and other organisms buried beneath layers of sediment and rock have taken millennia to become the carbon rich deposits, those we called as fossil fuels. These non renewable fuels, which include coal, oil, and natural gas, they supply around 80% of world's energy. They provide electricity, heat, transportation. They also feed the processes that make huge range of products from steel to plastic. When fossil fuels are buried, they release carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases, which in turn trap heat in our atmosphere and make them primary contributors to global warming and climate change. Now we'll see, now we have seen how these fossil fuels are formed. So basically, fossil fuels are made up of carbon containing molecules left over from the bodies of tiny plants and animals that lived and died millions of years ago. Most fossil fuel deposits were formed around 540 million years ago, when the Earth's climate was warmer and wetter. and its water teamed with algae, bacteria, and other tiny organisms. Over tens of millions of years ago, the bodies of the once living organisms became buried and compressed underground, forming a mineral the precursor of fossil fuels. Geothermal heat slowly transforms kerosene into fossil fuels. So some types of kerosene become coal, some type became crude oil, and some became natural gas. We'll see these all fossil fuels one by one. The first one is coal. The first one is oil. The crude oil, or it is also called as petroleum, is a liquid fossil fuel made up of mostly hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons are nothing but compounds of hydrogen and carbon. Oil can be found in underground reservoirs or in the cracks, crevices, and pores of sedimentary rock or in tar sands near the Earth's surface. It is accessed by drilling on land or at sea or by strip mining in case of tar sands oil. Once extracted, oil is transported to refineries via supertanker, train, truck, or pipeline. Then it is transformed into usable fuels such as gasoline, propane, kerosene, and jet fuel. It is used in products such as plastics and paint. So this is about oil. Now, coal is a solid carbon heavy rock that comes in four types depending upon the carbon content. It is classified as lignite, subbituminous, bituminous, and anthracite. Coal is extracted by two methods. First is underground mining, which uses heavy machinery to cut coal from deep underground deposits, while the surface mining removes entire layers of soil and rock to access the coal deposits below. The strip mining accounts for most of the coal sources. Coal is the important part for thermal power plants, which is nowadays supplying most of the electricity to us. The third is natural gas. The natural gas composed of mainly methane. It is an odorless gas. It is considered as either conventional or unconventional depending on where it is found underground. Conventional natural gas is located in porous and permeable rock beds and mixed into oil reservoirs and can be accessed via standard drilling. Unconventional natural gas is essentially any form of gas that is too difficult or expensive to extract via regular drilling. It requires a special stimulation technique such as fracking. Natural gas is cheaper than oil and coal in terms of emissions. Now we'll see what are the advantages of fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are easy to obtain, they are cheap to use, they have high energy density, meaning that they have high amounts of energy when buried. The Industrial Revolution of 18th and 19th century was driven mainly by coal, which powered steam engines, factories and foundries, while coal gas, which is a form of natural gas extracted from coal, was used for lighting, cooking and heating. In the 20th century, oil, coal and natural gas became the primary fuels for electricity generation, and liquid fuels like gasoline, diesel fuel and kerosene became the motive power for cars, trucks, tractors, trains and aircraft. There are many other advantages of fossil fuels also, depending upon where we are going to use it. Now, what are the disadvantages of fossil fuels? Now, unlike wind and solar, which are the renewable sources of energy, these fossil fuels are not renewable. The vast fossil fuel reserves that still exist may one day be exhausted. A more pressing concern is the environmental damage caused by the extraction and burning of fossil fuels. The carbon dioxide released by the combustion of fossil fuel is a leading cause of global warming. There are mainly following disadvantages of fossil fuels. One is land degradation, then water pollution and various emissions caused by fossil fuels. Now, land degradation leads to unearthing, processing and moving underground oil, gas and coal deposits take an enormous toll on our landscape and ecosystem. The fossil fuel industry leases vast stretches of land for infrastructure such as wells, pipelines, access roads, as well as facilities for processing, waste storage, and waste disposal. In case of strip mining, entire swaths of terrain, including forests and whole mountain tops, are scrapped and blasted away to expose underground coal or oil. Even after operation ceases, the land will never return to what it was once. As a result, critical wildlife habitat, land crucial for breeding and migration, ends up fragmented and destroyed it. So it is difficult not only for human beings but also for animals. The second is water pollution. Coal, oil and gas development pose myriad threats to our waterways and groundwater. Coal mining operations wash acid runoff into streams, rivers, and lakes and dump vast quantities of unwanted rock and soil into stream. Oil spills and leaks during extraction or transport can pollute drinking water sources and jeopardize entire freshwater or ocean ecosystem. All drilling, fracking, and mining operations generate enormous volumes of wastewater, which can be laden with heavy metals, radioactive materials, and other pollutants. Industries store this waste in open air pits or underground wells that can leak or overflow into waterways and contaminate aquifers with pollutants linked to cancer, birth defects, neurological damage, and much more. The third important disadvantage of fossil fuel is emissions. Fossil fuel emit harmful air pollutants long before they are buried. Due to toxic air pollution from active oil and gas wells and from transport and processing facilities, these emissions are entering into the atmosphere. Some industries will bring pollution to backyards despite mounting evidence of the practice serious health impacts. There are many more emissions cause disadvantages of fossil fuels. If we burn fossil fuels, again it is impacting much to the environment. The first is global warming pollution, then other forms of air pollution, and there will be ocean acidification. When we burn oil, coal, and gas, we drive the global warming crisis. Fossil fuels produce large quantities of carbon dioxide when buried. Carbon emissions trap heat in the atmosphere and lead to climate change. So it causes hazard to the environment. Fossil fuels emit more than just carbon dioxide when buried. Apart from this, they are main contributors of poisonous carbon monoxide and nitrogen oxide, which produce smoke and respiratory illnesses on hot days. When we burn oil, coal, and gas, there are changes to the ocean's basic chemistry also. It makes it more acidic. As the acidity in water goes up, the amount of calcium carbonate, a substance which is used by lobsters and countless other marine organisms to form shells, goes down. This can slow growth rates, weaken shells, and imperil entire food chains. Ocean acidification impacts coastal communities as well. So, apart from land degradation, water pollution, and emissions, it is affecting environment by global warming, other forms of air pollution, and ocean acidification. So now, fossil fuels has advantages and disadvantages also. Advantages are there, but we are paying heavy for it. So, can fossil fuels be replaced? While renewable sources of energy like wind, solar, and geothermal, now they have started to replace fossil fuels in some area, but still they meet only a tiny proportion of world's total energy demand. But now it is the time to replace or to find an alternative for fossil fuels.